the face who runs the place.
I am the best thing going today.
Rest in peace.
The future is standing in front of you.
Well, he is here, ladies and gentlemen. The inaugural Raw World Heavyweight Champion, Seth Rollins, is here, and he is making his way out to the ring to celebrate his victory from last night at WrestleMania. I'm the Raw World Heavyweight Champion. Not just that, but my name is going down in history as the inaugural Raw World Champion in the new era of WWE that started last night at WrestleMania and will continue for countless years. But no matter how many years this new era goes on for, I will always be the first Raw World Champion, and nobody will be able to take that away from me. I am the sniper. I am the champion. I'm Seth frickin' Rollins, and I am the man.
Time to play the game.
I apologize for the interruption, but I've been waiting all night for your arrival because I wanted to be the first guy in person to say to your face that you deserve that title right now. You and I went through a war last night at WrestleMania, and you came out on top. You defeated me. And so for that, you have earned all of my respect. You deserve to be standing here as Raw World Champion. Congratulations. Well, thanks, Hunter. We did go through a war last night. You were no easy task to get through. In fact, you were probably my hardest task to date. But I tell you what, I could quite easily go through it all over again. I think we should go through it again. Except next time, there will be a different result. Oh no. Don't tell me. Oh no! Triple H with a clothesline to Rollins. And Triple H takes off his jacket. And now he looks for the pedigree onto Rollins. And oh no, look at this. Triple H with his weapon of choice in hand, the sledgehammer, right into the gut of Rollins. Triple H, oh my goodness, in the back of the neck of Rollins. Rollins may have a concussion right now, and Triple H still not through. Oh no, no, pedigree on the sledgehammer. The Raw World Heavyweight Champion has been taken out and left laying by the game. Welcome everybody to another edition of Monday Night Raw. And after last week's ending to Monday Night Raw, we are coming to you live tonight from Kansas City, Missouri. And we have got one hell of a show for you this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the General Manager of Monday Night Raw, Kevin Nash. Well, Kevin Nash is walking with a purpose to the ring here tonight to kick things off. And the reason he is walking with a purpose is because, as you saw before the show opening, Triple H last week at the end of Monday Night Raw assaulted the Raw World Champion Seth Rollins, hitting not one but two pedigrees onto him, and one of those pedigrees was onto a sledgehammer. Seth Rollins will be getting a medical evaluation later on this evening, and we will be sure to update you on that later on. Hunter, you know what you did last week was harmful to the Raw brand. Attacking the Raw World Champion in a ruthless assault could harm our ratings, our finances, and much more. So I want you to get out of this ring right now and take your punishment like a man. Get out here right now, Hunter. I ain't playing around, alright? Well, here he comes. Kevin Nash, calling out the man that assaulted the Raw World Heavyweight Champion last week. There is Triple H. The man that Seth Rollins defeated to become the inaugural Raw World Champion at WrestleMania. What is going to be the punishment for Triple H here tonight? I am eagerly awaiting to see, because what Triple H did last week to the Raw World Champion Seth Rollins was, in my opinion, just uncalled for. There was no need for that assault at all. What are you going to do, Kevin? Are you going to fire me? You going to fire me from Raw? You ain't going to fire me. I'm worth a damn lot of money to this brand. You firing me wouldn't do a damn thing. You know why? Because I could just go over to SmackDown and they would sign me in a heartbeat. I am a credible talent to have here on the Raw roster. So you ain't going to fire me at all. And if you do, well, you're stupid. Hunter, I ain't going to fire you, but I am going to suspend you. A suspension. Really? That's the best punishment that you can come up with? Whoa, 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 wait a second! The sirens are sounding! There is the Swiss Superman, Cesaro! What is he doing out here? Kevin, pardon the interruption, but this guy needs to be taught a lesson. And as a good friend of Seth, I'd be glad to teach him a lesson. You, Cesaro, you're gonna teach me a lesson? Be careful, Kev. You could end up with another superstar on your injured list if you put me in a match with this joke. Kevin, not only do I want to teach this guy a lesson, these people tonight deserve to see me teach him a lesson. And more importantly, Seth deserves to see me teach him a lesson. Cesaro, why don't you ask Seth if he thinks taking me on is a good idea? Go on, go back there and ask him. Oh wait, you can't, because he's not here tonight, is he? You know what, Hunter? You've got a match tonight against Cesaro. I have faith that Cesaro can teach you a lesson. He's called the Swiss Superman for a reason. I won't let you down, Kevin. It's your funeral, Cesaro. Nash, you're gonna regret doing this. Well, I think we just found out our main event for the evening. Cesaro looks for some revenge for his friend Seth Rollins. It is going to be the Swiss Superman Cesaro versus the cerebral assassin Triple H. What a main event that should be here tonight on Raw. But also coming your way tonight, we have a women's division matchup between Paige and the daughter of the Nature Boy Ric Flair, Charlotte. But coming up next to kick things off here on Raw, it is a #1 contenders match between the Primetime Players and the Uso brothers. And the winners of this tag team match will go on to the first Raw exclusive pay-per-view Payback to take on the Revival for the Raw Tag Team Championships. That is coming your way next. Welcome back, everybody, to Monday Night Raw. The following tag team match is scheduled for one fall and will determine the #1 contenders to the Raw Tag Team Championships. Introducing first the team of Jimmy and Jay, the Usos. Well, things are about to get a little Uso crazy here tonight on Raw as the Usos prepare themselves for this #1 contenders tag team match. Introducing their opponents, the team of Darren Young and Titus O'Neil, the Prime Time Players. Well, you hear the boos directed at PTP here tonight. That is due to the recent attitude change of the Prime Time Players as of late. They are now more cocky and more arrogant than they've ever been before in WWE. And that is the reason why majority of the WWE fans now boo them. The question is though, can this newfound attitude of the Primetime Players lead them to a victory here this evening? Of course, if they do get the victory, they will become the #1 contenders to the Raw Tag Team Championships and will face the current champions, the Revival, at the Raw exclusive pay-per-view Payback, which is closing in fast. This matchup now, of course, officially underway as there's a shoulder tackle from Darren Young. Oh, and there's a DDT to follow it up. Great start from Young as he drops the leg now across the windpipe of Jimmy Uso. Big kick there into the spine. And Darren Young with a great start to this matchup as he delivers some elbows right into the skull now of Jimmy Uso. Oh, and there's another leg drop. And a bit of trash talk there as well by Young. There's the newfound attitude that I was referring to on full display. As Young now looks for a power slam. Uso able to counter. And there's a Russian leg sweep now by Jimmy. Oh, he follows it up with an elbow right to the heart of Young. And there's a kick into the back as well. WWE fans firmly behind the Usos here tonight. And the Usos are in full control in this #1 contenders matchup. There's a big forearm and a chop now across the chest of Darren Young. An elbow into the back. And now a scoop slam by Jimmy Uso to end the sequence. Young now tripping up the leg there on Jimmy. And now has the opportunity to make the tag, and he will take it. In comes Titus O'Neil. And look at Jimmy Uso trying to take out the bigger man here. Big right hand. Looking for a spinning heel kick. Titus able to block. And now look at Titus with a power bomb. My goodness, what power and strength on display with that move. The Primetime Players now taking back control in this match. As once again you see the cockiness, this time from Titus. Uso now kicking Titus O'Neil away. And the Usos trying to get back into this matchup again. Titus now in the corner. And Jimmy makes the tag to his brother Jay. And now here comes Jay with a forearm in the corner to Titus O'Neil there. And now it's Jay who drops an elbow to the heart of Titus O'Neil. Usos now continuing to do damage to the big man, Titus O'Neil. Big right hand now from Uso, and there's another one. And a chop now across the chest from Jay. There's a jab, though, by Titus. And now an elbow right to the shoulder. Titus with another right hand sets Uso up against the ropes. Oh, and there's a massive chop right to the chest. And that one echoed throughout the arena. Titus continuing the momentum here. Another big right onto Jey Uso as he looks for the slam. Uso lands on his feet. Oh, and there's a German suplex. Titus now picked back up to his feet. There's another chop and another right hand. And one more backs Titus up into the corner. Titus, though, able to reverse. And now it's Jey who is up on the top turnbuckle. Precarious situation here for Jey as Titus connects the superplex. A superplex off the top rope by Titus. And now Titus making the tag back to Darren Young. Oh, well, look at Titus, though. Uso countering Titus there with that reverse DDT. Oh, Young, though, with a belly-to-belly suplex. Darren Young's the legal man. Here's the cover and a kick out at 2. Young trying to take advantage there of the distraction as Uso now rolls to the outside momentarily. Young missing the drop kick to the knee. Uso hooking the arms. Young, though, turning it back around with that arm drag. And now it's Young who is back in control. Darren Young now gonna set up Uso in the corner to make the tag to Titus O'Neil. There's a scoop slam from Darren Young. And now look at the power. Nice double team move by the Primetime players. Is it enough, though, to become the #1 contenders? No. Kick out at 2 by Uso. And now Titus O'Neil, the legal man, as he gets a kick there for his troubles. And now Uso sending Titus into the corner again. And once again, Titus able to counter. This time, though, he catches an elbow, and there's a chop right to the head. Uso now trying to fire up, using the fans' energy as there's another chop to the head. And now it's Jey who's going to head to the top rope. Up to the high rent district goes Jey as he's now measuring Titus O'Neil, waiting for him to turn around. Uso just using some patience. Oh, but it did not pay off. Titus moving out of the way of that missile drop kick. And now Titus dropping an elbow of his own. And once again, Titus taunting away to the fans. And he receives boos as expected. And now Titus O'Neil setting up Jey here for a big move, no doubt. Look at this. Pump handle power slam. Oh, but he didn't go for the cover. That may be a mistake, as look at this. Counter by Jey. Titus off the rope. Pop up Samoan drop. But look at Titus getting up to his feet right away, and he catches a super kick to the face. Titus is dazed. Uso now looking to take advantage. Titus in the corner. Another tag is made. Double super kick now. That is a total of 3 super kicks delivered to Titus O'Neil. The cover, and Young breaks up the pinfall. A near fall there for the Usos. They almost became the #1 contenders after those 3 super kicks. Titus now, though, reversing and sending Uso into the corner, looking for the Ghetto Blaster, but the counter was made. And now Titus sent into the corner once again. Another tag is made. And now what do the Usos have in mind here for Titus? Another pop-up Samoan drop. This time from both of the Usos. A combined effort to try and take down Titus O'Neil for good. And now look at this. Look at this. Rikishi driver. A little tribute to their father there from the Usos. Titus is laid out unconscious. And now Uso off the top right. There's the Uso splash. Both legs have been hooked. And the Usos are the #1 contenders to the Raw Tag titles. What a matchup as we take a look back now at some of the highlights. First, take a look at the strength here from Darren Young, lifting up Titus and planting him on one half of the Usos. Only a 2 count though would ensue. And then right here, Titus O'Neil showing off his power with a pump handle power slam. And he didn't go for the cover, which may have been his downfall here. Uso was able to counter as a result and hit this pop-up Samoan drop. Titus though right back up to his feet, showing off his resilience until he got super kicked right in the face. And then Titus O'Neil would get sent into the corner. And 2 more super kicks would connect onto the face of Titus O'Neil. So a total of 3 super kicks. I think this would have been over if Darren Young hadn't got there to break up the cover. And then right here, both of the Usos connecting a pop-up Samoan drop once again. And then shortly following that, a little tribute here to the Usos' father, Rikishi. The Rikishi driver connected perfectly onto Titus. And then it would be Jey Uso heading up to the top rope to deliver the Uso splash. And that would finally be enough to put away Titus O'Neil. It took a lot though to put the big man down, I'll tell you that. The Usos though are now the #1 contenders to the Raw Tag Team Championships. And so the matchup is confirmed at the Raw exclusive Payback pay-per-view. The current Raw Tag Team Champions, The Revival, will take on the current #1 contenders, the Usos. What a matchup that is sure to be. Alicia, last week you came to the aid of Paige when Sasha Banks had evil intentions in mind after defeating her in a match. Some fans are wondering, will you be at ringside for the Paige vs Charlotte match later on tonight? Wait just a second, guys. If anyone's listening to me right now, there seems to be a situation developing in the backstage area. Sasha Banks is attacking Alicia Fox. Right into the panel goes Fox. And we need some security back there immediately to separate these 2 women. Sasha Banks now with a kick into the midsection. And look at this, bankrupt to Fox. Alicia Fox colliding with that steel floor. And the Raw Women's Champion has left Alicia Fox laying, and I don't think she's through yet. Security, you better get a move on. Oh my goodness! Sent into the wall goes Fox. And finally Sasha Banks is leaving the area. We need some medical personnel back there as well now. Fox could be seriously hurt, but nevertheless the show must go on, as they say. Aaron Richards is currently in the ring as he awaits his opponent. And oh my goodness. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing Aaron Richards' opponent, Braun Strowman. Well, Braun Strowman is a monster. And he has been dominating the scene here in WWE for quite some time. And now he looks to continue that dominance into the new era of WWE tonight here on Raw. Look at the size of that man. They do not call him the monster among men for no reason. I would not want to be in Aaron Richards' boots right about now, that's for sure. He is frozen in fear looking at this monster. And there's the bell, we are underway. And Strowman out of the gate with a clubbing blow right to the back of Richards. And now a sledgehammer-like shot into the midsection. And now look at this, the knuckles of Strowman driven into the skull of Aaron Richards. And already the dominance is on display from the mountain of a man. That is Braun Strowman, my goodness. That was a tremendous clothesline. And now some right hands to the skull of Richards now. Richards back up to his feet. And now here's Strowman hooking the arm. Vertical suplex connecting. And Aaron Richards already struggling to get back up to his feet. As Strowman now sends him into the corner. Here comes Braun, but he catches an elbow there from Richards. Strowman, though, reversing back. Went for the double axe handle. Got reversed, but there's a back body drop out of nowhere. Oh, and there's a vicious kick right to the spine as well. Strowman now taunting away to the fans in attendance tonight. Double axe handled out of the back. Aaron Richards is in a lot of trouble. Braun Strowman now with a kick into the midsection. And now here we go, a massive powerbomb. Braun Strowman could easily end the matchup right about now, but he's deciding against it. He instead wants to toy with Aaron Richards. He's sending a message to the entire locker room. Oh, there's another shot right to the back. Richards is laid out. And oh no, what a right hand. If he weren't knocked out before, he certainly is now. Strowman, though, is still not done. Another kick into the midsection. And now Strowman with a cutter. Just pin him, Braun. Just end this matchup already. Haven't you done enough? Richards again struggling to get back up to his feet. And now Strowman with the elevated triangle choke. And the referee's got no choice but to call for the bell. Braun Strowman. What dominance here tonight. Let's take a look back here. When the matchup began, watch this. Clubbing blow right to the back of Richards. And then this sledgehammer-like shot into the midsection to follow it up. And then take a look at this massive powerbomb. And then shortly following that, a massive right hand, knocking out Aaron Richards. Strowman again, though, would not be finished. He would connect this massive cutter to Aaron Richards instead. And then after that, the elevated triangle choke would be locked in, and the referee would have no choice but to call for the bell for Aaron Richards' own safety. Complete and utter destruction on display tonight from the mountain of a man that is Braun Strowman. Well, Raw locker room, look out. There is now a monster among men in the new era of WWE. But coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, it is women's division action as Paige takes on Charlotte Flair next. Welcome back, everybody, to Monday Night Raw, as it is now time for some women's division action. The following contest is a women's division match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from the Queen City, Charlotte. Well, Charlotte, of course, is the daughter of the Nature Boy Ric Flair. A legendary figure here in WWE. And she has done a great job thus far in following her father's footsteps and continuing on the Flair legacy. But can she continue that same success into the new era of WWE? We are about to find out, because this is Charlotte's first match in the new era. And here comes her opponent. Introducing her opponent from Norwich, England, Paige. Well, earlier on tonight on Monday Night Raw, Paige's good friend Alicia Fox was assaulted in the backstage area by the Raw Women's Champion, Sasha Banks. We still have no idea why Sasha Banks did what she did earlier on tonight, but I have my thoughts. Nevertheless, Paige is scheduled to face Charlotte Flair here this evening in one-on-one action. This is sure to be a great matchup indeed. And the referee getting ready to call for the bell, and here we go. Charlotte versus Paige one-on-one tonight here on Raw. And a headlock to start things off. Charlotte taking down Paige with a side headlock takedown. And now a grounded headlock by Charlotte. Charlotte wrestles, of course, at a very slow pace so that she can keep up with her opponent, making sure that she's ahead of the game. Charlotte's father, Ric Flair, has taught her very well as she escapes the headlock there from Paige, and there's a drop kick. Charlotte went for the boot, Paige saw it coming. And now here's Paige, crucifix driver, taking Charlotte down to the mat. And now look at this, Paige. Submission maneuver locked in here on Charlotte early on. Dangerous position for Charlotte to be in, but she manages to escape the submission. And now Charlotte with an elbow into the back there on Paige. And Paige is going to be sent off the ropes. Oh, there's a big boot to the face. That is vintage Charlotte right there. And now Charlotte with a snapmare takedown, knee into the spine. And now Charlotte with a straight jacket hold applied to Paige now. Slowing the match pace down early on. Making sure that she's ahead of the raven-haired lady. Paige now trying to make it back up to a vertical base and escape the straight jacket hold, and she does. Big shot taking Charlotte down on one knee, and now Paige with a clothesline. Paige trying to get back into the matchup now. Another clothesline to Charlotte. And Paige now maybe looking for the triple clotheslines delivered to Charlotte Flair. And there's a kick to the back as well. Charlotte, though, back up to her feet. And she sends Paige into the corner. Paige, though, able to reverse. And now Charlotte's in the corner. Paige up to the second rope. There's a tornado DDT, planting the skull of Charlotte down to the mat. And another kick right there to the back, but this time Charlotte didn't feel it. Going for a move, but Paige lands on her feet, and there's a reverse DDT. Paige remaining in control as she delivers the point of the elbow to the top of Charlotte's skull there. And now Paige with a headbutt. That is vintage Paige right there as Paige, oh, knee to the corner. That'll daze you. And Charlotte stunned. Paige looking to capitalise with the Paige Turner, but she catches a clothesline from Charlotte instead. And now it's Charlotte who is back in control. Paige sent off the ropes once again. And this time Charlotte with a neck breaker. Dazing Paige once again there. And now Charlotte another neck breaker. This time taking Paige down to the mat. And now Charlotte measuring the raven-haired lady. Off the ropes, went for the spear. Paige moving out of the way and caught Charlotte with a boot to the face. And now Charlotte being set up again. Will it connect this time? Yes, it will. There's the Paige turner. Paige for the victory. Hook in the outside leg here. Shoulders down. Charlotte, though, able to kick out there at 2. Paige is going to take that up with the official for a second. But now focusing back to Charlotte. Looking for the Rampage DDT there, I think. But Charlotte caught her with a spear. A spear off the jawbreaker. And now it's Charlotte who hooks the leg to put Paige away. No. Kick out at 2 now by Paige. Both of these women staying alive in this matchup tonight. And once again, Charlotte is measuring Paige. Paige now taken back down to the mat. Uh-oh, Charlotte looking for it. Figure 4 leg lock. Just like her father's. And this move has put away many. Thanks to Charlotte's father. Will Paige be added to the list tonight? No, Paige, look at this. She turns around the pressure. She reverses the pressure so that Charlotte is forced to release. Great move there by Paige. And now a snapmare takedown by Paige, and there's another elbow right to the skull. Oh, and look at this. Charlotte using her athleticism with that head scissor takedown. Paige, though, with an uppercut. And now Paige, no, Charlotte lands on her feet. More athleticism on display as, oh, there's a vicious German suplex from Charlotte. Paige landing right onto her neck, and Charlotte with no respect to Paige here this evening. And now Paige back up to her feet. Sent off the ropes once again by Charlotte. This time Paige counters with a jab, and there's a super kick. Paige now off the ropes, went for the double axe handle. Charlotte moves out of the way. Drop kick to the back, and there's another drop kick to the front. Went for the boot there once again, but Paige has scouted that move out. But look at this, Charlotte with Charlotte's web. Cover! Paige kicked out at 2. Charlotte almost stealing one right there with the Charlotte's web, as she likes to call it. Oh, and now look at this. Shin breaker. Going after the legs of Paige to set up the figure 4, no doubt, later on in the match. Paige is dazed as she gets sent off the ropes, and Charlotte with another spear. A second spear by Charlotte. And now Charlotte's heading up high. Top rope is Charlotte now. And Charlotte going for the moonsault. Nobody's home. Paige moved out of the way. And now Paige looking to capitalise on Charlotte's mistake. Another Paige turner. And Paige this time right into the cover. Shoulders down. Charlotte, though, able to kick out again. And now Paige firing herself up here tonight. She has Charlotte reeling, but Charlotte manages to counter what Paige had in mind. Now Paige on the apron of the ring. Charlotte pulling her through the middle rope. And Charlotte with a neck breaker. And now Paige being dragged to the center of the ring. Charlotte looking for the figure 4 again maybe, but Paige kicked her away this time. Paige had the move scouted this time around. And now Charlotte sent into the corner. Paige looking for something big here as Charlotte gets set up on the top rope. Dangerous place to be as now Paige follows Charlotte up there. And Paige with a Hurricane Rana off the top. And now Paige measuring Charlotte. Looking for the Rampage DDT again. Can she connect it this time? Yes, she can. There's the Rampage. Paige going to hook the outside leg on Charlotte once again. And this time, she got her. Paige gets the victory. Well, a fantastic matchup between those two women. Paige, though, walks out tonight with the victory over Charlotte Flair, the daughter of the Nature Boy Ric Flair. And you know, Paige has got to be happy about that triumphant win here tonight on Monday Night Raw. Paige may be one step closer to the Raw Women's Championship after that win here this evening. Let's take a look now, though, at some of the highlights from that awesome match. This was the first Paige turner of the matchup, and it connected perfectly to Charlotte. But Charlotte, using her inner resilience, was able to get her shoulder up before the 3 count. Paige would take it up with the official for a brief moment before switching focus back to Charlotte to hit the Rampage DDT, no doubt. Charlotte, though, was able to counter, and then there was the first spear of the matchup. And then Charlotte would hook the outside leg of Paige. Paige returning the favour to Charlotte by also kicking out at the count of 2. And then right here, the figure 4 leg lock was applied to the raven-haired lady. Charlotte usually uses a much more advanced version of the move called the figure 8. Tonight she didn't. She went back to the basics, and it may have cost her because Paige was able to reverse the pressure of the figure 4 onto Charlotte and forced her to release the submission. There was the second spear of the matchup, connected perfectly to Paige, but instead of going for the pinfall this time, Charlotte went up to the top rope to hit the moonsault, which I believe that she has perfected. It is a work of art, might I add. It did not pay off, though, because she missed the moonsault. Paige would capitalise with the second Paige turner of the match. Charlotte again, though, was able to kick out. Only a 2 count there off the second Paige turner, and then off the top rope Hurricane Rana, Paige would look to hit the Rampage DDT for the second time, and this time she succeeded. Watch the impact from the Rampage DDT as Charlotte's skull gets planted into the mat, and Paige gets the victory. Congratulations to the raven-haired lady. As oh wait just a second, Sasha Banks is here. What the hell? Oh my goodness! Roundhouse kick to the skull of Paige. What is the meaning of this attack? We of course saw that Sasha attacked Paige's good friend Alicia Fox earlier in the night. But what is the meaning of this attack now? Sasha Banks with the bank statement applied to Paige. And Paige has got nowhere to go. This is just disgraceful. But I guess we now know the reason why Sasha attacked Fox earlier on. It was to prevent her from getting involved in this attack that she had planned for later on in the night. Appalling behaviour from the Raw Women's Champion as she finally releases the bank statement. This is no way a champion in WWE should act. And now look at this. Paige is on the apron, and she just got dumped outside the ring by Sasha. Sasha adding insult to injury. But hang on a second. Alicia Fox, what is she doing out here? She was attacked earlier on tonight in the backstage area, but she's coming to the aid of her friend once again. Oh no. Maybe not. Remember, Alicia Fox is already hurt from the backstage attack, but she is giving it her all here tonight against Sasha. Trying to fight back. Trying to come to the aid of her friend like last week, but this time, Sasha Banks with bankrupt onto Alicia Fox. This is disgraceful behaviour from the Raw Women's Champion. And now Sasha looking for the finishing touches. The drop toe hold into the bank statement. And Alicia Fox winds up in the same position that Paige did a moment ago. Bank statement applied to Fox, and Fox has got nowhere to go. Come on, Sasha, let her go. You've done enough already. Oh my goodness. Well, Fox trying to come to the aid of her friend Paige like last week, but this time it ends very differently. Sasha Banks sending a message to every woman on the Raw Women's Division, and that message reads, Sasha is the boss. Welcome back everybody to Monday Night Raw. It is now time for our main event of the evening. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Switzerland, Cesaro. Well, the Swiss Superman is getting set to take on the cerebral assassin Triple H tonight, because he wants revenge for what Triple H did to Seth Rollins, a good friend of Cesaro's, last week here on Raw. It is the Swiss Superman versus the Game here tonight, live on Monday Night Raw. What a matchup this is going to be. And here comes the Game. Introducing his opponent from Greenwich, Connecticut, he is the Game, Triple H. And so last week on Monday Night Raw, Triple H assaulted the Raw World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins with a sledgehammer live on Raw. He would then hit not one, but two pedigrees onto Seth Rollins, laying him out in the middle of the ring. Cesaro wants revenge for his friend, and he gets the chance here tonight to do it. Triple H, of course, not backing down from a fight. He never has been that sort of guy here in WWE. What a matchup though this is going to be as... Oh, wait a second, Cesaro. Wait a minute. Oh my goodness. Cesaro's not playing around. He is going right after Triple H before the bell even rings. Triple H sent there against the barricade, and there again. And now Triple H sending Cesaro against the barricade. Cesaro dodging the clothesline, and he sends Triple H into the apron of the ring. And now maybe this matchup can finally get underway as both men head back inside the ring. And there's the bell. Cesaro now, look at this. Oh, half and half suplex onto Triple H. And Triple H getting a European uppercut and a big right hand as well there. As Cesaro continues to unload on the Game. Big old clothesline from the King of Swing. And Cesaro saying, bring it. As now, wait a second, another half and half suplex by Cesaro. Cesaro just embarrassing Triple H thus far. I do not think Triple H expected this out of the gate from the Swiss Superman. Big right hand there to the back of the Game, and now look at this. The double underhook into the Ricola Bomb. Ricola Bomb early on, hooking the outside leg. Now is Cesaro. Here's the cover and a kick out at 2 by the Game. Triple H still alive here in this matchup early on. There's some more right hands from Cesaro. Triple H now with a forearm. And a big old chop across the chest. And now wait a second. Oh, Triple H raking the eye of Cesaro. And now look at this, going after the leg. Triple H playing dirty here this evening to try and get back into this match again with the eye rake. And now a Russian leg sweep. Oh, well now wait a second. Oh, Triple H, come on. Oh, there's a neck breaker after telling Cesaro to suck it. No respect from the game here tonight. Double leg takedown now, though, by Cesaro, and there's the double foot stomp. Triple H back up to his feet, thanks to Cesaro. Triple H sent off the ropes, Cesaro missing the uppercut there. And now it's Triple H, reverse DDT, taking advantage. And now Triple H takes control. Oh, as there's that pattern knee, right to the skull of Cesaro there. And now Triple H dragging Cesaro to the center of the ring. And once again, targeting the leg is Triple H. And now an elbow right to the leg. And now Triple H going for the spine buster, but Cesaro caught him out with a DDT. We have some Triple H fans in attendance tonight. Cesaro not letting them get to him here this evening. Triple H now against the ropes. And Cesaro setting up something here. Oh, wait just a second. Cesaro, what the hell? That was a 619. And now a big springboard splash. Leg has been hooked. The cover, and Triple H able to kick out there at 2. Oh, what a massive knee that was by Cesaro. And there's a kick right to the spine as well. Cesaro now with a chop. There's a big European uppercut as well. As Triple H now gets sent into the corner. Cesaro shoulder first into that ring post. And that has dazed Cesaro. Big right hand now from Triple H, and there's another one. Cesaro reverses. Triple H, there's the patented knee. And the comeback is on for the Cerebral Assassin. Spinebuster by the game. And now Triple H lining up the pedigree. Oh, Cesaro caught him though. He caught the leg. Oh, and there's a power bomb. Great move there by Cesaro. And now, uh-oh. Cesaro going to show why he's called the King of Swing. That's not just a nickname. Look at the power. As Cesaro has the Cesaro swing in full effect. Triple H has got to be dizzy after that. And now Cesaro going to step through into the sharpshooter. And he's got it applied on the game. Triple H may have to tap. What an upset this would be. But look at the game trying to fight out. And he does. Triple H now with a snapmare takedown. And a big right hand into the skull of Cesaro. And once again now going after the leg of Cesaro is Triple H. Stomp right there to the face. And now Triple H with a knee. A knee right there to the skull, but Cesaro fighting back. Oh, what an uppercut. Turning Triple H inside out with that one. And now Triple H back up to his feet by the aid of the ropes. And now Cesaro has the game in the corner. Look at these uppercuts raining down on Triple H. And now Cesaro starting an uppercut train here tonight. Triple H in a lot of trouble. Big drop kick by the King of Swing now. And now Cesaro. Oh wait, no, Triple H able to counter. Triple H able to counter. Oh, another spine buster. Hooking the outside leg now is Triple H to put Cesaro away. No. Kick out at 2. Cesaro staying in this matchup. As now he rolls to the outside for a breather. Cesaro now and Triple H both back inside the ring. And Cesaro sending Triple H into the corner again. Triple H now though with a reversal. And there's a high knee into the corner. And now, oh, look at this. Triple H just choking the Swiss Superman in the corner now. And now he's going to look for the pedigree again. Cesaro, though, once again saw it coming. And now look at this. Cesaro, look at this unique pinfall. The cover, shoulders down, but Triple H got his shoulder up there before the 3. And now Cesaro picking Triple H back up to his feet. Once again sending him into the corner. And now Cesaro gonna set Triple H up here on the top rope. Precarious situation for the Cerebral Assassin. Oh my goodness. Look at the power. A gut-wrench suplex off the top rope. My goodness, the strength. And now Cesaro looking to capitalize. He has Triple H once again against the ropes. And Cesaro with a clothesline, sending the game to the outside. And now wait just a second, Cesaro. Look at this, suicide dive. There's some athleticism on display from the Swiss Superman. Triple H is reeling as he gets sent back inside the ring. Cesaro follows. Looking to pick Triple H back up to his feet, but Triple H caught him there with an elbow. Oh, and there's a big right hand. Triple H now, out of desperation, looking for the win, but Cesaro kicks out. What a main event thus far. Triple H now with a snapmare takedown, went for the kick to the back. Cesaro moved out of the way, and now look at this roll-up by Cesaro. Oh, and he got him! Cesaro got him! He just pinned Triple H! What a victory for Cesaro! As we take a look back at some of these highlights. Again, this was before when the matchup kicked off. Triple H sent into the barricade multiple times, and then Triple H sending Cesaro into the barricade as well. Cesaro dodging the clothesline, and then Triple H was sent into the apron. And then a bit later on you saw this. The Ricola bomb by Cesaro. That would not put Triple H away though at that point. Only a 2 count would ensue. And then look at this. I was shocked to see this. A 619. A little tribute there to Rey Mysterio. As the springboard body splash would connect to follow. Only a 2 count though, once again. And then shoulder first into that ring post goes Cesaro. Triple H taking advantage and making his comeback. Big right hands there, and then the patented knee strike by the game. Cesaro was stunned at that point. And then Triple H would pick Cesaro back up to his feet and hit that patented spine buster. He was going for the pedigree as well, but luckily Cesaro saw it coming and turned it into a powerbomb. And then shortly following the powerbomb, Cesaro showing off why he is called the King of Swing. As I've already stated, that is not just a nickname. Look at the power and strength on display by the Swiss Superman. The Cesaro swing connects to the game. And then Cesaro stepping through into the sharpshooter submission maneuver, made famous of course by Bret the Hitman Hart. Triple H able to survive the sharpshooter, kicking Cesaro away. And then Cesaro with some vicious uppercuts here in the corner. And the uppercut train would begin. European uppercut in the corner there. And then sending Triple H across the ring, and there's another one. And then to end the sequence, a beautiful drop kick by the Swiss Superman. And Triple H would then counter Cesaro with that fireman's carry takeover. And then another spine buster would connect. Cesaro able to kick out though at 2. And then look at this, the gut wrench suplex off the top rope, taking out Triple H. And then take a look at this athleticism, the suicide dive by Cesaro, tope suicida, and then watch here as Triple H misses that kick to the back. Cesaro rolls up the game, shoulders are down, and Cesaro sneaks away with an upset. Congratulations to the Swiss Superman. He gets revenge for his friend, the Raw World Champion Seth Rollins, here tonight.